What is up, YouTube? We are back breaking down UFC Apex Onama versus Steve Garcia. Um, Let me figure out what we're doing for random hunting today. We are back to hunting. As of right now, I'm not mad. Um, just accepted terms that these people are just all casuals and fraud fans. They're not real, and the ones that I'm not even gonna get into it. But either way, um, after two cards in a row of horrible, horrible, horrible results, I'm hoping that this one that has horrible name value, same with next week's, but we're not going to get there yet. I'm hoping they deliver in terms of quality once the fights actually start. Um, we're going to break it down. I believe we got 13 or 14 fights. Let me see. We are doing it early too, so things. I have a feeling we are going to get one or two cancellations because of weight misses too. I just have that feeling. Hopefully, I'm wrong. Let's see. 13 fights. Okay, so let's see what we got over here. So, load. No. Save. Alright, we'll do the random spin first. So, what we will be hunting today. I believe we're like 3-9 at this point. We've had a dry streak, but we had such a legendary beginning. Oh, we got black-tailed deer at Leighton Lakes. So, let's go see what time they drink at. This ought to be interesting. Nope. Actually, I could do it this way. That's fine. Let's see. So, drink time for the black-tailed deer, we got 16 to 20. Um, Max weight 209, 44 pounds, and then the number we are looking for, trophy score 177.58 and above. If we get in that range, we're looking at a diamond. That'd be incredible. Have not really hunted blacktail too much in my life, like going out there and like specifically hunting blacktail, if it honestly ever. Usually, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens over here. I am also after today. I'm gonna switch up how I do everything on the wheel. But we'll break that down next time we have a video. Probably the recap of this. Hopefully, I'll be in a better mood to where I will hunt. But let's start it up. We're gonna go Leighton this time, obviously. All right. Boom. Boom. All right. 13 fights. We're gonna break it down. Starting off with fight of the year, of course. Fight of the year. Toledo Alencar versus Ariane Carnellosi. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. However, oh, we definitely gotta reset this. Glitch. Okay. Could be wrong. However, I have a feeling. Not a feeling. I have a very blurry memory that I've just recently seen Alan Carr get a first round sub against someone or second round sub where she looked actually somewhat dominant. Carnellosi, from what I remember, is not good. I don't care how much of a dude she looks like. I don't remember her being good. And for that reason, I am going Alan Carr first round sub. I'm not really going to speak too much regarding this because I don't really know them too well. Hopefully, one of them makes a statement where I will start to remember them. But yeah, either way, we'll go from there. On to the next fight, we got Siok Hon Ko versus Phil Rowe. I gotta go Rowe, man. I don't know this Ko guy, but Phil Rowe. I know he's older now. He's still very rangy for the division. Um, I think he got a second or third round KO last time. I know he fought UFC Atlanta. I can't remember if it was a guy on short notice or whatever. But Phil Rowe had a decent outing last time. I think he was actually kind of losing the fight a little bit, or it was like close. No, no, or was he dominating? I can't remember. But either way, I gotta be rocking with Phil Rowe over here, man. I mean, this guy. Oh, I heard my frame's so laggy. That's weird. But yeah, I think Phil Rowe, I got to go with the experience, recency bias. Like I said, don't know anything about Hunko. That's kind of crazy. His nickname is the Korean Tyson. So maybe this guy hits like a truck. Or maybe the nickname just does not correlate at all. So I'm still going to go Rowe, second round KO. Don't know how it's really going to play out up until then. I would like to think that Rowe was probably going to be having the upper hand the whole time, but I guess you never know with this type of stuff. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe Ko goes out there, makes a statement, and then we gotta kind of watch out for our welterweight because a Phil Rowe win, especially in I believe this it has to be this guy's debut. I really don't know this guy at all. Um, like that's no joke. Like that's almost as legit as it gets. You know, it's way better than Islam Dulatov beating Adam Fujin first round. If this guy does this Phil Rowe first round, watch out for that guy. He's going places. Um, nothing over here. All right, get out of that. Where do I go? Where do I go? Where do I go? I'll go up here. Fuck it. Yeah. So Phil Rowe, second round KO. He doesn't get done right away, but it kind of leaning on the experience here. On to the next fight, we got Montserrat Conejo Ruiz versus Alice Ardelin. I'm going Ardelin decision. There is no way Montserrat Ruiz is still in the UFC. I think I've seen that. Like, I thought it was like, oh no, she got cut and they brought her back. No, I think she's been in UFC. She's just been inactive for like 3+ years or something. I think I've seen that. I could be wrong. I must be wrong. Like, there's no way that's real. But I only remember Ruiz from getting destroyed by Lemos when I first got into the sport, because that was when, way back when I thought Lemos was like the one to watch out for in the strawweight division, and kind of saw how that went. But I mean, she's still top five, but like she's not championship quality, obviously. But Ardeline is kind of mid, but she just does more in terms of the volume. Her last performance was dull, from what I remember, but she clearly won. Maybe I'm mixing things, but I don't remember Ardeline being that well. But her last fight, maybe last two fights, she's looked improved. Whereas Ruiz, I don't know what she looks like after the last time I've seen her. So I'm going Ardeline decision. Um, we'll see how that goes. On to the next one, we got Ketlin Vieira versus Norma Dumont. Um, Frickin' finally, bro, and I mean it this time. Norma Dumont put on one of the best performances I've ever seen from a female fighter about 14 months ago, UFC Noche. She pieced up Irene Aldana. It was insane. I was like, oh my gosh, women's bantamweight actually does have somebody to watch out for. But yes, I am only basing it off of one performance. But it was that good of a performance. She was insane. It was one of the best. It was one of the best I've ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely top three. I can't think of any other female performance that oh shoot, they're right there. They were right in front of my face that whole time. That's tough. That's whitetail. No, what? Um, I can't really think about any other female moves. I just hope it doesn't charge me. You're good, bro. Just keep walking. I'm not haunting you today. I think I have to do the freaking moves, dude. That sucks. Did I blow it? I think I blew it. I think I no. Okay, I killed it. Thought I hit the lake. Oh, more moves. I gotta keep sticking to what I'm hunting though. Oh, something's over there. Come on, give me something. Whatever. All right. But yeah, very excited to see Dumont back in there. Vieira mid. She's so mid, like it's ridiculous. Uh, has no finishing ability from what I remember. Actually, wait, I think she actually just got a sub, but it was against somebody that's like not that good or something. I'm not gonna trip too much about it, but yeah, I think overall Dumont's gonna go out there and she's gonna put a beating on her, but at the same time, it's not gonna be like the Aldana beating. It's just it won't be. But I think Dumont's gonna go out there, look really well. I think Vieira's gonna be threatening takedowns a lot of clinching against the fence. You know how it be, you know. So, but I think Dumont's gonna do a good job, and she's gonna show that she's gonna be able to hang with some of the champions. Because I don't know what the rankings are off the top of my head, but I'd imagine if Dumont wins this, she should get title next, if not title eliminator. It should be title with how weak that division is. But if you want to throw her against Pena and then she just schools Pena, builds some sort of hype, um, I'm down. But no, I mean, this should be a title shot if she gets past Vieira. Unless it's like really dull, but like we'll see. I don't think that would be coming from the Dumont side. But on to the next fight. We got Dante Johnson versus Cedric Dumas. Oh shoot. Still nothing over here. Yeah, so Dumas is supposed to fight Zachary Reese. It might have been a couple months ago at this point. It feels like only a couple weeks ago, but it might have been a couple months ago. But that got canceled last second. I think Dumas had something he got injured. So I think Dumas was the one that pulled out from what I remember. Um, Dante Johnson though, bro, I do remember this guy because he was like a 5'10" heavyweight coming on Contender Series, but he's not really a heavyweight. He just fought on the Contender Series at heavyweight, puts the guy out of there at in like the first round or something. Um, and then from there is like, and then now he's moving down the middleweight to face Dumas. I gotta go Johnson first round KO. How does Well, actually, no. I'm not going to say how does Dumas win. How does Dumas survive this guy's power, though? I've only seen the Contender Series fight. I get it, but like, he was doing that at heavyweight, two heavyweights. Maybe he has a small window and Dumas can escape. I don't know. I don't think Dumas escapes this one. I feel like this is a layup. This is a way to justify cutting Dumas. Um, And I feel like this is a great start to build up this Dante Johnson guy. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going Johnson first round KO over there. On to the next fight, we got Timmy Kuwamba versus Chang Ho Lee. Um, don't I feel like I have seen Chang Ho Lee fought once before. I think it was his debut, which yeah, I think this is his second fight. I think. I can't remember, but Kuwamba was, I believe, 0-2 in the UFC before his last fight. And then he dropped somebody with the knee. Didn't KO him out cold, but and then he just fell to the ground and got, where was it? I think it was a fight night on the road, I'm pretty sure. I don't want to say Seattle. I don't think it was Seattle, but it was, I don't know. But yeah, Kuwamba, I'm very interested to see how he looks like, or what he looks like after that. That was a big win and momentum shift in his career. So it'll be very interesting, no doubt, to see what happens with Timmy Kawamba. I'm just gonna rock with Kawamba, just because I know him a little more than Chang Ho Lee. Um, I don't really trust in Kawamba that much, but I feel like at least outsider view looking in, it's the safer pick. I'm gotta go with it. Kawamba by decision. On to the next fight, we got. Oh, we'll go over here actually. We got Kevin Christian versus Billy Elakana. Don't know who Kevin Christian is. I don't know if this is a short notice thing or this guy's a debutant in general that's trying to get his feet wet. Um, Elakana is actually somewhat decent. He lost to Gooskov, short notice debut. That was at 311. That was earlier to start the year. Then he. Oh, someone just running up there. Am I schizo? I'm schizo. I thought I saw someone running up there. Um, then he beat one guy or maybe two guys since then. I can't remember who. Ah, but I like Elikana. I think he's a dynamic enough striker to actually go on a decent run in light heavyweight. From what I remember, he mixes in the kicks well. I think he grappled last time too. Oh boy, I don't know. Bad memories clearly, but you got to rock Elkana first round KO, making it quick and easy, and getting himself a little closer to the rankings. So Elkana first round KO. On to the next fight, we got Alan Nascimento versus Cody Durden. Oh, this was such a tough fight to predict. I didn't know. Oh my goodness, that's a big blacktail. That's not the one we're looking for though. That one gets even bigger. Oh my gosh. Need to get around this. These aren't going to be diamonds, but oh, can't remember last time I've taken out a level 4 blacktail, honestly. So we'll see what happens here. Uh, my gosh. All right. Yeah. So we're breaking down this fight very hard. Durden's sneaky good. He is. As much as we don't want to admit it, he is sneaky good. Um, he's just very quick. The wrestling's there. Nascimento, man. I don't know how I feel. I've seen good performances from Nascimento. I've seen horrible performances. I don't know which version of Nascimento I'm going to see this weekend. I blew it. I blew it. I got to recoup, whatever. Dude, very tough. Oh, I think I'm switching my pick on this one, actually. I had originally done Nascimento decision. Now, I'm going to rock Nascimento decision. Robbery. I'm going to call it a robbery here. I'm calling it absolute robbery. That's what I'm rocking with. So we're going to do Nascimento decision, robbery. I think it's going to be very competitive, though. It's going to. I blow that? I might have blown that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go Nascimento decision. Very tough though. I think it's gonna be very close. Very, very close. That was a very tough fight to predict, honestly. Cause what like Durden is he's not bad. He's not bad. Didn't he no, he didn't beat Van. Van beat him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I thought Van lost him. Van lost to Charles Johnson. We'll see. It'll be interesting, honestly. I think it'll be very, very interesting. But not cemented decisions while I'm rocking. On to the next fight. We got Charles Radke versus Daniel Frunza. Charles Radke at one point was on the watch list before the Protez loss, I think it was. And then he lost to Mallet, which is crazy. I don't think Mallet's that good, man. Um, Yeah, so I don't know, but I don't know too much about Frunze. His name sounds familiar. Maybe I just seen him on the Contender Series a couple weeks ago. Not a couple weeks ago, but like a few weeks ago to 2 months ago, whatever. The name kind of sounds familiar. I just can't, off the top of my head, think about it. But I am gonna. This is probably gonna be my make or break on ever betting Radke again. I am gonna go Radke first round KO, flash KO. Body shots up the head shots dead. Dead on sight. Radke first round KO. Chuck Buffalo will be back, hopefully, and then hopefully we get another crazy post fight interview, but we'll see. But yeah, black tail over there. Frames. Frames are going. Yeah, Radke first round KO. On to the next fight, we got Isaac Dolgarian versus Yadier Del Val. Um, eh, you know, Dolgarian was at one time an insane prospect until the great legend of Christian Rodriguez fraud checked him. Since then, I feel like he's taken a lot of time off too. I'm just trying to piece everything together. Um, I remember the one time I think he fought somebody from the New England cartel team. He was like a minus like 4,000 favorite. It was something stupid, dude. Absolutely stupid. I can't remember off the top of my head. But jeez, I'm really in the water like that. Okay. He's pretty good at mixing up the wrestling with the striking. No. Oh, how? Great. That is a nice one though. Did not get full trophy though. That's a oh. Piebald! Piebald 4! Oh my goodness. And that duck can reach diamond potential, potentially. Hold on, I gotta get the piebald. It's nervous. Wait. Oh my goodness. No diamond, but a piebald. I don't know how rare the piebalds are. That's a big piebald, though. Just don't choke the shot. I gotta wait. Yeah, Yadier Del Val. I think this is the second fight. Last fight. That way, oh, we gotta see what emerges out of the woods. That's where the five usually pops out. No, okay, it's a two. We're good. Just gotta get this shot off. Ah, shot too far back. Damn it, I thought it was closer. Fuck. Ah, dang. That'll still be a pieball. It's just when you don't get the full shots, kind of ruins it. Ah, that's kind of annoying. Whatever. We're good. We'll be fine. The frames, oh my gosh, jeez. Yeah, Del Val, I wasn't. I know. I think he actually got a good win. No, I don't know. I'm going Dolgarian third round KO, man. Wow, this card really makes me feel like casual. I can't even remember most of these people's last fights or if they fought recently. Like, it's kind of crazy, but Dolgarian third round KO gets it done later. Del Val shows a lot of grit, toughness, maybe even wins a round. Who knows? On to the next fight, we got Jeremiah Wells versus Themba Garimbo. This one, I'm actually, now that we're kind of getting closer to fight night, I am a little curious to see this. Garimbo was having quite a year last year before losing to Luke K at the very end of the year. He was 3-1. I think he had three finishes. Or no, two finishes, I think, of those three wins. Um, so very curious to see all this time off how he's going to look, what adjustments he's made, what improvements will show. Jeremiah Wells is very old. However, he is always a tricky out. It's so crazy. I think he lost to Semmelsberger. That was one of the weirdest fights ever where Semmelsberger knocked him down twice, but then he still ended up like dominating the rest of those rounds. Wells has been out for a while too. I don't think Wells has fought all this year. I kind of want to check. I kind of really want to check. I got full trophy. Let's go, Piebald. Wow, snuck that one in. That's sick. Taxidermized, duh. Dang, that is clean. A 4-2. Yeah, definitely off by a decent amount still, but I'll take that. That's all day. Dang, that's sick. All right, we'll see. Where are we gonna go next? Yeah, we'll go here. Tell that eagle to shut up. Um, yeah, Jeremiah Wells always a tricky out still. But I think Wells has to be like 38, taking a lot of time off. Um, and for that, I gotta go Garimbo. Garimbo decision though. I don't think Garimbo finishes Jeremiah Wells. I don't think so. Even though Jeremiah Wells has gotten older, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a tricky fight. I'm predicting 130-27, 229-28. Garimbo. Um, but we'll see what happens. I think he keeps him at range. Wells is going to be exploding in. Garimbo, and that's why I think Wells is going to win around. I don't know if Garimbo's going to get dropped, but like I have a feeling Wells is going to be finding some success, especially early. I could see Wells arguably winning with that first round, but then dropping last two. We'll see though. On to the next fight, the co-main event. I wish I could delude myself into saying I'm hyped for this, but I'm not. Maybe it's just the heavyweight division in general. I'm not excited at all for anymore. But I think it's never mind. Well, we'll just break it down. We got Waldo Cortez Acosta facing Anta DeLeo. Cortez Acosta just lost to Pavlovich like 2.5 months ago. Was not that long ago. Might have been like literally just 2 months ago. Clearly lost to Pavlovich, but was not getting absolutely dominated. Deliha also just fought a little less than 2 months ago. Destroyed Tybura. He passed the Tybura test. Good for him. It's so tough, man. I could see like a Cortez Acosta being the one to like just take out Deliha, but Deliha's hands looked fast and powerful, so I was very surprised. Um, I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this. My goodness, I am gonna go Deliha second round KO. Um, which is crazy because Cortez Acosta went 3 rounds with Pavlovich, but sometimes the math will never math. And for that reason, I think I have to. Absolutely have to. Oh, okay, over there. Over there. 2, 1. Interesting. Just those? Oh. Okay, at least I know where the blacktail deer drink now. Alright. I feel like there's more over there. I'll get this guy. Yeah, I don't. The math might not math here. I have a weird feeling Deliha is going to chin Cortez Acosta randomly. That's how I'm rocking over here, I think. Think Cortez Acosta could arguably be winning that whole fight up until then. Um, and then D'Elia I could see him catching him on the chin with like a hook or something. I don't know. We'll see. But D'Elia looked fast. Like I feel like Cortez Acosta is pretty fast for a blob too. So like I don't know. That's gonna be an interesting fight. This should have been the main event. Like and that's crazy. I like because typically I don't think heavyweight should, especially at this caliber, should be going 5 rounds. But at the same time, it's like it's more over there. Yeah, I don't know. I gotta rock with D'Elia, second round KO. I'm definitely gonna eat my words on this, just like the dirt in one. I can feel it already, but we'll see. On to the main event. David Onama versus Steve Garcia. You know what, man? Onama looked decent against Giga Chikadze. It wasn't the most fun fight, but he looked decent. He's got a tough test though. Steve Garcia just passed the Cater test, and I know Cater's not the same anymore. I get it, whatever. It's still Calvin Cater. Before the Cater decision win, Garcia was like probably on a 5 finish streak, which I think was obviously all KOs. Garcia's got nasty power coming out of that southpaw stance. This guy's different. Um, really want to see what some of his other skills look like. Um, but at the same time, Steve Garcia is legit, and Onama like is kind of legit too. I always thought he was kind of fraudish, but the Giga win's pretty good. I still think he's somewhat young, but I gotta rock with Steve Garcia. I can see Steve Garcia just gassing out Onama, and then late third round KO Steve Garcia, and he is going to proceed up the rankings. So I'm going Steve Garcia third round KO here. He chins Onama, but Onama looks decent. So I think it's going to be a competitive fight back and forth. Really hard rounds to score. It's not going to be flash though. I think third round is going to be the turning point. I think first two are going to be competitive. Third round is going to be Steve Garcia all day up until the finish. So we'll see though. Either way. I'm starting to get myself a little excited for this card. I mean, it's probably just because the last 2 weeks have been so shit that I just can't imagine I'm gonna have 3 weeks of this. But we'll see what happens, man. It's just that's kind of how it goes. But either way, YouTube, it's been so real, so legit, and we will be back here. Probably not Saturday. I'm gonna be honest. Sunday or Monday, recapping the card. And we'll go from there. Other than that, YouTube, it has been legit. We will see you later.